Sam.gov has made some changes. In case you're unfamiliar, Sam.gov is the go-to for all things government contracting, along with yourself. And you should check out winnerswaybook.com if you haven't already. So Sam.gov is the main portal to register your business, find government contracts, see who won. It is the main place to go for all of that. Changes have been made, so we're going to jump into it. First and foremost, the whole notion of uploading, putting together your capability statement, let's put that on the back burner because they're revamping that. The main changes have to do with your registration and how you look for opportunities. Given this is the time to look for opportunities, we are going to check out some opportunities and how things look different than what they looked like before. Okay? That is what we are doing. That is the approach that we're taking today. And if that makes sense for you, please say yes. Say yes. There's a pause. There's a little transition. It goes from me to a black screen, back. Okay, cool. Okay. So this is Sam.gov. Sam.gov. If you have a cage code, type yes, that you have a cage code. Type yes. Okay, looks like many of you do. Okay, perfect. So what you see here, let's go to the beginning. The screen itself it looks about the same color. Everything looks pretty much the same. However, you'll notice that there isn't anything on here pertaining to Apex. They mention how the site is free. They're also letting you know that there are some changes, okay? So nothing too wild. All you have to do is go to contracting, advanced search. But let's take a look. Let's go back a second. So when you go here, they now have get contract opportunities help. So they're pushing you to go to grants.gov, which I don't really know why they're doing that, because what are you getting? You want to know what you're getting? I'll show you. I'm going to show you exactly what you're getting. They make it seem like you're going to go to this website, they're going to start handing out some money. That's not what's happening. I don't even understand why they're telling you to go here. I don't understand it. On Sam.gov, I'll read to you what it says. It says, find opportunities by NAICS. If you're looking for federal financial assistance opportunities, go to grants.gov. But then when you go to grants.gov, you see this lady who's overly ecstatic and how to apply for grants. Okay, but these are typically grants for a city, a township to assist with something, not grants so that you can pay your bills and grow your business. If that makes sense, type yes. If that makes sense, type yes. If that makes sense, type yes. So grants.gov, they're highlighting this page only because they apparently want you to go here. I don't know. Maybe somebody at grants.gov needs to justify their job and they want to determine how many people go here. But as you can see, the types of grants, the type of opportunities here, collaboration through C-SIPA, celebrating America's 250th. You see, nothing here is around give me business money so I can pay bills and grow my business, right? There's nothing here on that. So we're going to go back. So I am screen sharing through a feature that is inherent to YouTube. So sometimes when you switch pages, it may go blank for a second. So just don't freak out. One of the things that's really interesting about government contracting, and that is there's always a change. There's always a change with, what's up, Laugh Lovely? Love Leslie. There's always a change with platforms. There's always a change with technology. So then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to adapt or not? There may not always be a YouTube video or help on something. That's part of being a business owner. So when it comes to Sam.gov, they do have get contract data help, get subcontract reports. Okay, well, I mean, there's really not too much here that's going to really help you win an opportunity. This is not where I would spend my time on Sam.gov. Here's what I suggest. Contracting, advanced search, and when you're here, let's look at things due in the next week. Okay? So there's a few things. Let's look at drills and accessories. Drills and accessories. That's what we're taking a look at right now. So you can see it's changed. Before, it had a different look and feel. On your phone, you'll notice that it looks the way it used to look. So this is the new setup. So you have the title, the notice date, the type of opportunity, the date it's due. But here's what's annoying. They don't list the time it's due. Did anybody else notice that? There's a time that things are due, and they don't list that. So maybe somebody will take a gander and look into changing that. They also have a little sidebar, which, I mean, okay, great. But I don't really find it helpful. And then you see this, and it's like, oh, great, got this stupid error message. Okay, how do I get around that? Download all. I don't know, Owen, why they don't put the date. I have no idea. I mean, who knows? Who knows, y'all? So what I'm going to do is switch screens for everyone here. I'm going to share the actual I'm going to share the attachment. So instead, you simply download the attachment and you'll see the VA is conducting a sources sought. So this means that they're looking for somebody to provide this. It's voluntary. You don't have to submit that, hey, what we collect will impact this. They're using this NAICS code. So here are some things to take away. Number one, if you're interested in this, make sure you have 339112 in your SAM profile. Number two, if you have a GSA schedule or contract, please make sure you mention that. Next, all capabilities must be emailed to Joseph, to Joseph. And then they're letting you know it's request for information. If this seems very clear and doable right now, respond yes, yes, yes. So they're letting you know, here's what I need. So for those of you who are a service disabled business, a veteran-owned small business, if you're able to gain access to surgical drills, from what I understand, depending if this is dental surgical or I'm not really sure, I am very well aware that there's a bit of a maybe red tape, things of that nature, depending where some medical providers are hesitant to provide, or they will only provide said drills to a medical provider. Okay? So I want to give that as a preface. That aside, if you're the type of person who's like, I don't care, I want to look into this anyways, I would respond to this if I was veteran owned. I would respond to this if you have some type of connection to obtain medical products. Okay? So what they're wanting to know, and then also going back up here, because I know one of the comments said, I see when it's due. Yeah, it's in the attachment. It's due at noon. It's due August 7th at noon. And what they're looking for is for you to say, yes, I can obtain all of these products. I can get them. It would be great if you could submit them within 2 weeks of contract award. They want new equipment. Nobody's trying to get any old drills. You're responsible for shipping, transportation, installation, all of the things. So if you're able to do this, and you would want to include a letter from this manufacturer stating, hey, I have permission from XYZ drill manufacturer to resell these to you. It also comes with a 1-year warranty. That way, they're not guessing. They know you have permission to provide them. You can provide them in 2 weeks. You're going to honor the warranty. You can do it. So that's that in a nutshell. But let's go back to actual Sam.gov. There might be a little light pause in between. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. So you'll see here that now you have to open attachments to find out when things are due. Another thing is you can log in, which I'm going to log in here in just 1 second, because there is a new feature for when you log in. And this is really important to know, because what happens is people think that there's some magical website to find, to get millions of dollars in DIBS contracts and in trucking, or if you're a mom or you breathe on Tuesday, that there's some magical place for you to go. And this is the magical place. People who don't really have contracts or really want any contracts are going to direct you to places that are no different than the notion of a mermaid. Now, I did run across a woman in Tulum who said she's a professional mermaid. Her title, not mine. But in the grand scheme of things, you can't go to the ocean and find a mermaid. So for those of you who you're seeking, I want to win, I need to understand things, Sam.gov is the place for you to go. You may not want to believe it. You may think Sam.gov is not the answer, but it is the answer. So now what I want to do is show you the difference, okay? So when I was logged in, when I went to Sam.gov, I was not logged in. There'll be a little bit of a pause and then we're getting back. So I wasn't logged in. And it stopped here. And I got an error message, if you recall, when I went to download. Not anymore. I didn't get an error message. I was able to actually download the attachment. So one of the benefits of logging in is you can instantly download the items, the different attachments. The other benefit, type yes if you see add entry. Type yes if you see add entry. So what I'm doing is adding my company as an interested vendor. So let me scroll down so you can see it. So I added my company as an interested vendor. And you can see this is me. I'm logged in, right? You see? Which is also key because many people who want to help you and talk to you about government contracts, I dare them to show you this screen because they probably don't have it. The benefit of adding this is it's just you proclaiming that you're interested. You don't have to add this. It's not required. It's just you putting it out there. So sometimes a government contracting officer may see this and reach out. Because remember, this is a source that saw it. We're going to take a look at some other opportunities here. See what happens. Well, you can see I tried to go back and it was like, nope. It didn't like that. Sometimes it happens. Okay, great. Owen said he received phone calls about the opportunity government subs hotels. I think that's beautiful. And that's what's great about this is it increases networking, your options, different organizations, people you can get connected to. So we're going to do next week. This time, solicitation, combined solicitation. We're not even going to look at a set aside. So since lodging was brought up, if you're interested in lodging, type hotel. Sandra, it does it for all of them. So you see, I follow it. No results. Some of these you can add yourself as an interested vendor. Some of them, they don't want you to do that. But if you're interested in lodging type hotel, terrific. Thank you all for your participation. So you see here, this is due the 5th. And because they moved the deadline, we gotta get in here. Okay. Oh boy, y'all. So questions and answers should be here. Do you guys see an attachment that says question and answers? Okay. This is the first thing you want to look at, and I'll share this one in a second. How many questions do you all think were asked in the questions and answers? How many questions do you all think were asked in the questions and answers? I know you didn't think this. Two questions. 2 questions. So based on this Q&A alone, what's really nice about Sam.gov, because you have the changes to Sam.gov, is by logging in, we instantly are able to download the attachments. We instantly found out you use that zip code 05403 for one property for hotels. So let me show you. You go to this website, you can put in the zip code. To get per diem. Okay. Here's what's important. Per the opportunity, it's September through December. What's tricky is these are 2 different per diem dates. So part of them is going to be a little tricky. But for the sake of this video, we're at least getting something, right? Because from October to December, the rates would be higher. But you can see for this zip code, this is what the lodging rate is. You see that word? You see that word? Excluding taxes. So it would be, because it said 2025. So we're looking at $202 a month for lodging. Well, right now, let me toggle back, and I appreciate you all being patient with me. I probably will end up going back to like a restream or something to stream these, but in the interim, we're using YouTube's feature. So you can see here that they need lodging September, December. Okay, so they need October. And then you got to open the attachment to see exactly what they want. Okay. It's due at 3 p.m. because remember, they no longer put the date on here, which is so ridiculous. So now you got to open an attachment. Okay. And you can contact Master Sergeant Kristen Lucy if you want. They're in Vermont. And as was stated in the comments, the question and answers I jumped to first because I need to get an idea of what are people asking, how many people potentially are bidding. And like you said, like Sandra, she saw 31 pages. Yeah, unless it's something I can easily put together, I'm going to probably avoid it. It gives me a really good idea of what's going on. And let me say this with every one of you watching live or the replay, there's no reason you shouldn't bid on this. There's no reason 10 of you watching right now shouldn't bid on this. You know it's at least $202 before taxes. They want one hotel. It's in Vermont. Come on, y'all. You put a nice little markup on it. The only thing is you're going to have to be able to pay for the rooms. Build a relationship, build rapport. Ask the hotel to give you a 30-day net, meaning 30 days to pay them. We once worked with a company that had like a year to pay hotels. I have proof. I have the contracts, y'all. So this isn't some foreign thing. I mean, any of you, listen, if any of you watched anything about the P. Diddy trial and the oil, this man for one room was charged $40,000 because of damage. So you're telling me a person can be charged $40,000 for hotel damage, but a hotel can't work with you on terms? Stop. Think bigger. Stop thinking like an employee. Think like an entrepreneur. This is a beautiful opportunity, and it shows you how you can take advantage of Sam.gov. If you don't take advantage of Sam.gov, you're just letting money go away. You log in, you can easily see the attachments. You can look at interested vendors if that feature is triggered. You don't have to log in. There are times I don't want to log in. I just don't. And so as a result, I'll go and download all of the attachments as a folder. I did that recently for one of our VIP clients. I personally put together not one, but 2 proposals. And so I downloaded some things. I didn't want to log in. So you can see here, as long as you have the available Word, Microsoft, things like that, here you go. So they need 30 doubles, 15 singles, 60 doubles. So they're telling you right now, we know that at least in September, the rate is 202 minus tax. We know that. We know that without a doubt. We know this. We know this. Is this something that seems very doable to you? As you're pondering, I'm going to now open up instructions to offers, because this type of information is always here. For this particular opportunity, it is as a PDF. Okay, I think it's very doable. As long as you have a credit card or you're able to negotiate with this particular hotel, there is no reason whatsoever you couldn't win this. So it's due the 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. You see, they're telling you exactly what they want. You're not tax exempt. Always keep that in mind. You are not tax exempt. Sometimes they will work with you, but just remember, you're not tax exempt. Unless you have a tax exempt form from permission from Vermont. On GSA's website, it's 202 minus tax. It's 202 minus tax. Okay. So you have to email Kristen, and then right here should be unclassified, compatible with Microsoft 2013, Microsoft Excel, So they want you to use this price quote I just saw, and they want you to label everything as the solicitation number. And they want you to make sure you have your name, address, and phone number. All of the documents shall be electronic, nothing password protected. So let's just start right here. Right here, many of you are going to lose a contract for failure to follow instruction. And I say this with a little bit of angst because it saddens me. It saddens me that we live in this society where it's kind of like, whatever, Rudy Cardi, whatever. I'll just get the next one, whatever. I mean, they're telling you what to do. So if you don't do this, then they're going to be like, what kind of hotel are they going to get us? So don't do that. Have the mentality of like, what a blessing, what an honor. I want this client, okay? Sandra, as I said, you're not tax exempt. You include the tax. We travel for the government all of the time. The government doesn't reimburse us everything but tax, okay? Just to let you know. The next part of this is they want you to prepare the information. How are you going to make it happen? Past performance, price. Cover letter, technical, not to exceed 3 pages. They want some past performance and the quote. Past performance. Okay, in case you're like, well, I've never done this before. Ask for the past performance of the hotel. Have you ever Airbnb'd? That's past performance. Have you had a rental property? That's past performance. Have you subleased? That's past performance. You got to think creatively and get outside of that box. Get outside of that worker mentality and be creative, okay? And technical response, you just go on ChatGPT. Explain how you're going to do it. But none of this is possible without really understanding the new version of Sam.gov. Because the big way is they no longer put the time. You just know this is what it's due. You don't have the time anymore. Don't have the time anymore. You can see I'm logged in. You can see the actions. This page looks pretty similar. Let's take a look right now at some women-owned small business set-asides, because this is a very popular set-aside to get. I'm going to get my women-owned small business set-aside and win all this work. Okay. Let's do it. Let's win all this work for us women. Whew. Well, okay. Celeste, I would add as many NAICS code as possible. W. Taylor, it goes black as I change screens. Let's see. Absitel, I'm glad you're here too. Right. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, great. Y'all, I got to drink a little bit of water. So what we're going to do, solicitation, combined solicitation. You see everything here. You can tell this is me. This is me. I'm signed in. So woman-owned. How many woman-owned opportunities are due? Let's do in 3 months. How many? How many are due in 3 months? Tell me. How many do through months? Oh, Benjamin Snyder, tell me some more. That's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Here, let me do a little photo. You got to tell me some more, and please email me. Look at you, Atlas. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so email me, Benjamin. Okay. Also, if y'all want, I'm going to give you a free download. And I just want to say thank you guys again. Find contracts faster.com. If you want to set up a call with my team. Okay. findcontractsfaster.com/free. Of course I can. Take a look. I'll switch here so you can take a look right quick. So there's a real cool feature. So check out the free download. Or if you want to book a call with my team, reach out to Evan, book a call. Book a call. If that's for you. If not, keep watching the videos. It doesn't matter the action that you take unless you're going to take action after that. What matters is that you're going to learn, apply, and adjust. That's what this is about. So thank you again. Benjamin, just to recap, said, so glad to be catching alive. Won 2 awards last month because of your help, Dr. Kizzy. Big shout out. That's amazing. Double roti. Well, a lot of people say those things because they don't know what they're talking about. It's not how it works. I was doing work for an organization who has tax exemption. And the company said, that's great. This company has the tax exemption, not you. We went back and forth and back and forth. And I was just like, they're right. They're right. So, but these are many of the things that we cover in our coaching. But for the sake of this video, we're going to go back. And Ebsatel, you were spot on. There are 77 active opportunities at the time of this recording for women-owned businesses. Solicitation, combined solicitation means the government wants to buy. Okay? And you see, certified. Great. So we have EEO investigation services, a tube, switch box, shuttle services, roof repair. Ooh. Okay, I like this one. Oh. Huh. And you see I can add my entity. So these are some of my active entities. Add vendor. Boom. I'm added. So in case you ever wonder, who is this woman? It comes back. Who is this woman? Where has she been? The screen comes back. It's just short time. I'm logged in. We've won over 50 million in contracts. I've been in this space since 2007, 2008. Double roti. It doesn't work like that. So when it comes to women-owned opportunities, this is a viable one. And what's key is I'm logged into Sam.gov. They no longer put when it's due. You're going to have to open the attachments to find out which time. And for this particular opportunity, you can add a vendor. That's my company. These are two other companies. So you can see Emily, Brenda. So if you're like, oh, wow, I would love to partner with Emily or Brenda, here you go. Their contact information is there. The same goes for you. Okay. The same goes for you. If you were to express that you're interested, your contact information will apply. It's there. It's all there. Okay. So you can see the attachments are here. You can click download all, and what you end up getting is a zipped folder. What I like to do is just take a look at kind of what they're looking for. This is for bureaus of prison. It looked like they wanted some kind of assessment, refining interview methods. The thing is, since this is woman owned, I kind of suspect they already know who they want. But as far as if this is of interest to you, by all means, take a look. Take a look. So we're going to go back to what else they had. So they have a Trusted Care Heroes program, admin support. Oh, this is a good one. So you see again, the date that it's due is not listed. Woman-owned small business. Do you see which NAICS code? 541611. Wow. There's a lot going on with this one. Wow. You know, with all of these attachments, I'm kind of, ugh, seems icky. It's a lot going on for this. There's a lot here. So you can easily download all of these if you want by clicking download all. What I like to do is look at the most recent document. So you can see it's from the 31st. It's Amendment 3, clarification of question and answer. So I'll just show it to you. One of the things that's really nice about the streamlining is you do have a nice snapshot. However, the fact that you have to dig deep to find out what time it's due is very frustrating. Maybe they'll clarify. So there's management assistance, 45 hours per week. $10-page minimum, or max, it looks like. 8 hours. Okay, and here's what's interesting. Oh, Kizzy, you always need past performance. You see right here, if a vendor chooses to include past performance. So it looks like past performance isn't even required. If you all see that, type yes. Type yes. If you see past performance, it seems like it's not required. So they want you to use 10-point New Roman. This is another thing. Following instruction. Don't use Arial. Don't use that new Instagram font they have. Please don't do that. Okay? Extension's not going to be awarded. Now, let me know. Did you all know that? Did you know you could ask for an extension? Did you know that you could ask for an extension when working on a solicitation? If you did, type yes. It doesn't mean you're going to be granted this, but you can ask. So this looks like a juicy one. I'm going to dig a little deeper into here, y'all. It looks like there was another Q&A document. Oof, their naming convention's intriguing. Wow. Okay, wow. So we have 59 questions. That's not too disconcerting. I want to show you. The reason that I'm showing you that I'm going to show you the Q&A is because Sam.gov is the number one place to find opportunities and to win them. And by knowing these changes, it's best to log in. It's great to see that now you have to dig deeper in the attachments to find out the time. Follow the instructions. If it says Times New Roman, use Times New Roman. If it states to type the solicitation number on your document, type the number on your document. I know this may seem like, really, Kizzy, why are you telling us this? Because the mistakes happen. I've even been guilty of this and lost out several years ago. I lost out on this like $1 billion contract vehicle because I didn't have things that were signed. So this comes from a place of knowing that things can easily be overlooked. And especially when you bring in ChatGPT. Oh, ChatGPT, that's my business development. What's up, sis? What's up, bro? What's up, whatever? And then you think like you're all powerful and that ChatGPT is going to point out and identify these things. And in reality, it won't. Don't forget, there was that black dude in the car going around in circles. Called up, hey, I'm in one of your driverless cars and I'm going around in a circle. Check out the video. It's out there. Now, AI is amazing. My dentist uses AI and pointed out some really cool things about my teeth. But when it comes to this, it's a combination. So going back to this particular opportunity, this is a woman-owned small business opportunity that's due. Well, we got to see when it's due. You have to take a look at that. Moral of the story, follow instruction. If you want to win work, follow instructions. You want to win work, lean into the changes in Sam.gov. If you want to win work, keep coming back. Keep watching the videos. Invest in yourself. Okay, great. No. They're awarding it by the 15th. Somebody tried to ask the budget. They were like, no, we're not telling you. CMMCs is something we cover in our coaching. It says the level is not required. But what's great is at least to have a self-certified level done, which would be good. They're evaluating based on technical ability. Great. They're telling you where. What I want to know is how many people. And I don't think that they. I see what's happening. It looks like you already have to have a facility security clearance. They're not going to sponsor you. So for something like this, and it's woman owned, chances are they already know who they want. I would say that they do. Anytime you see a DD 254, unless you have a facility security clearance, time to throw that away. So let's go back. Let's keep moving on. I'm going to go over one more thing, and then we're going to call it a night. If you have any additional questions, y'all let me know. So we were looking at woman-owned set-asides. We did see some interesting things. We cried, we laughed, but I don't know. It looks messy. Speech services. This is kind of cool. Woman-owned speech services. This is doable in 2 days. For speech services for Wingate High School. They're probably looking for like a speech therapist. So here are the changes. The date, the time it's due is no longer there for some odd reason. When you are logged in, you can tell I'm logged in because I can click log out. Sometimes they'll activate interested vendors. Sometimes they will not. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry about that, y'all. So here we go. Okay. So the deadline, the time it's due is no longer stated. You can see I'm logged in. When you're logged in, you can easily download documents. You can also download all. Sometimes they'll activate interested vendors. Sometimes they don't. So for this particular opportunity, if anyone's interested as a WOSB, provide contract services for speech language pathology. This is pretty cool. So if you know anyone who specializes in this, it's in New Mexico, BIE Wingate High School. And then they have instructions to offers. And then they've also identified the evaluation criteria. And for this particular opportunity, if you're able to find who they're looking for, okay, and provide what they're looking for, I say, why not? They provided some really detailed information, and what's most important is they want to know who is the person doing the work, who's the pathologist. So, and they want 3 to 5 past contract references. So if this is somebody, like, let's say you have a connection in New Mexico for speech pathology, find a speech pathologist, you'll need their resume, and then you could bid on this and submit it. Okay? It is not. The Wingate is in New Mexico, I believe. Let me go back and look. All of these attachments are in there. It's BIE Wingate High School in New Mexico, because this is like this is under, who is this under? Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay. Brittany, your business has to have it. Okay, so Owen. Okay, anytime, Kenny. So Owen wants to know, talk about trying to fit into an opportunity with complex requirements compared to doing stuff you know you can do 100%. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, this is not Indian set aside. So this one is a woman-owned small business set aside. So If that's you, you find somebody who meets the speech pathology requirements, you look them up on the internet, you get a copy of their resume, you ask for past performance, and bing, bang, boom, you submit. It's that simple. For me, staffing somebody who provides those type of services is not too complex. For me, for you, that who knows? For when I look at this, I look at it like I have an understanding. Now, if this is some super complex IT initiative, thank you for the hearts. That's completely different. So what you have to ask yourself, Owen, how much risk do you want to take? How much risk do you want to take? I'm the kind of person where it doesn't matter the opportunity, I'm going to make it work. There are opportunities I don't bid on. I don't bid on priests. I don't bid on other topics like that, like mostly priests. So, but you have to ask yourself. So the cons are if things go sideways and you're not tapped into that area, it can be difficult. The pros are it opens you up to other areas because most people are scared. Most people are very scared, very doubtful, just don't want to take a chance because society doesn't reward that. When you first start your business, people big you up, people support you. Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. That's great. I know you're going to do it. I know you got it. I'm so proud, get it. And then as you're doing it, what do you mean you can't hang out? What do you mean you can't watch Netflix or YouTube or go to the club or hang out with me or go to the birthday party? What do you mean you're not going to hang out with your family? Then people get upset that you're spending time working on your dreams than being mediocre. So only you can answer that question, Owen. Only you can. Glenn, okay, they don't respond back to you. Okay. Keep moving. Don't bid on it. Do some research. A contracting officer, while it's great. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have the microphone way over here. sorry, you guys. Well, it's great that hold on, you guys. Let's just put this here. You guys, I was so into this today. I was like, got the microphone down. I don't bid on Priest Atlas because I can't really vet them properly. Okay, excuse me. Glenn, sometimes like the contracting officer has other roles and responsibilities, so you got to just keep it moving. That's why. Just don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged, okay? Also, as you all can see here, I have total small business. I'm going to do deadline let's do next week. Some people like to look early. Some people like to look late. It doesn't matter when you look. What matters is you're doing it. Here's another lodging one. We just went over one. There's over 1,000 opportunities. So you're telling me every single one of you can't bid on one of these? Of course you can. Why not? You all know what's going on with those American Eagle jeans. So why can't you bid on this? You all know about that CEO and his HR lady. Why can't you bid on this? There's a reason you can't bid on these things. Okay, so how to become a nurse. I'm not really sure if there's a lot of CPR training. However, there were opportunities for like mental health call centers. There's opportunities for, there was some medical drill bits or something that they wanted. So sometimes how to be a nurse is thinking outside of that, like outside of CPR, if that makes sense, and looking into these other areas. If you are open to it, that's what's key. Sandra. Okay, post-award meeting on Monday. Just have questions. Where were you? So if you asked for a debrief, where were you on the list? Can you tell me where I ranked? Where did I rank with technical? Where did I rank with pricing? Yeah. Portia, look at the state level. And this is where you would go to grants.gov. Look at the state level, Portia, okay? Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see the one. Thank you, downrange. And also, listen, y'all, if you want me to immediately answer, just click the dollar symbol and buy the you guys, I'm really y'all, I'm getting tired. Buy the thing, click the little dollar, show your support for Kizzy Parks, and post your question. It'll come up, okay? So I'm going to be on here a couple more minutes. I'm getting a little sleepy. I have 3 fitness contests coming up, so I got to get lean. Kizzy, I attempted to bid on a contract in Cartagena. Oh my goodness, y'all, my Espanol is muy malo. Colombia. I know. I can hear it and I can't say it. While at the site visit, I was informed the company I was going to use in Colombia also had to be registered. Then register in Colombia. That's all you got to do. I feel like saying sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all you got to do. Just register your business in Colombia. Just register it in Colombia. That's all you got to do. There's companies that specialize in this. I once there was a coaching student. That's okay that it's not their company. Help them register their company in Colombia. If you want to win, these are the things you're going to do. If you want to win and bid on that one. Because most people are going to be like, no, I ain't going to do it. They're not registered. It can't be that hard. It's Colombia. I'm sure there are some easy ways to get some companies registered. Okay. You see what I mean? Yeah, Sandra mentioned a company. So, yeah, take a look. I mean, I had a coaching student who they needed to have a company registered in a country in Africa. Freedom, I do. There are over 800 videos. Sugar. Just look on YouTube, look for any that's like Kizzy and proposal. It doesn't matter if it's janitorial. It doesn't matter what type of proposal. What's important is that you follow the instructions, freedom, venture. This is the thing that it really, I take it to heart. Okay. I'm gonna kind of close with, I really take this to heart and I do care. I mean, you can tell, I might even tear up, is that we have this paradigm of like, I know what's best. I know what to do. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I'm not saying you can't. We had a gentleman come on here. I think it was a gentleman. We had a person come on here earlier because I took a photo because, you got to have those receipts. And it was it you, Owen? Benjamin Snyder. See, same shirt. So glad to be catching it live, finally. Won 2 awards last week because of your help, Dr. Kizzy. Big shout out. So I know what I talk about works. I have contracts. I'm showing you Sam.gov. I'm very well aware. But what gives me heartburn, I know y'all, the curls and the color, shout out to Maddie, is that you don't listen and believe in yourself and you're too busy trying to do things and make it happen based on the way you have done things because you think everybody should bend to what you do. And that's why many people lose, not just in government contracting. because we want it yesterday. We want it the way we want it. This is not Amazon Prime. This is not McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, Papa John's. This is not that. This is business. And if they say, please give me 2 volumes, please give me pricing in this Excel sheet, please give me a cover sheet. Do it. Don't think, well, but this person said, okay, let me know how it works out. Just let me know. By taking in the changes of Sam.gov, taking in and processing and knowing I have to follow instruction will lead to wins. Saying is going to lead to losses is what's going to happen. So for Freedom Venture, anyone here who has never been on anything before, what's important is that you follow the instructions, you believe in yourself, and you follow the instructions. Okay? That is what's key. For those of you that don't want to follow instructions, then do not bid on government contracts. Do not go this path. Please don't. Do something else. For those of you who do, check out the book. Check out the book. You know, I have these pocket cards here. I'm just going to pull one. We're going to end with this little interesting card. Disarm your anxiety. Take a step back and observe your anxiety. Address how your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors relate to your anxiety in order to disarm it. Now, you may be like, oh, what are you talking about? I got no anxiety. Okay. Do you ever feel triggered? Do you feel out of control? Do you feel like you don't know what's going to happen next and you feel like you're spiraling? Okay, then. So it's taking a step back and it's pausing. Because there's no reason every single one of you watching now, watching the replay, any of you who have ever been so beautiful and loving to watch our content, due to you, we have a silver play button. There's no reason you can't win. There's no reason you won't win. God is with us all. Our higher power is with us all. If you believe it's too hard, if you believe this is cap, if you believe anything crazy and negative, that's what you're going to get. For those of you who know, like Deborah, she took a check like this. I got some of it covered up because I don't want to give this business attention. This is one of those checks that comes in the mail to get you to take out some loans. She took one of these and rewrote it. And she manifested a win of over $300,000. I have that interview on my channel. There's no reason you won't do the same. Is some of the changes on Sam.gov annoying and frustrating? Of course. But guess what? That's going to be excuse for some. I don't like how this thing changed. I'm not going to do no government contracting. Okay, great. Fewer people to compete against. Bye. For those of you who embrace change and love it, this is beautiful because it's only going to keep changing. That's how technology works. I've never had an iPhone and they're like, yeah, but we ain't got no updates, Kizzy. Never. No updates. No, girl, we ain't got no updates for you. No updates. No, none. Have you ever had a phone where you never had updates? I mean, maybe you've had a flip phone. So embrace it. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. And know that you just got to log in. You can easily download the attachments. Every single thing you need is on Sam.gov. Every single thing. Bernice, I'm glad you're here too. Okay? And Deborah, I am so glad. I'm so grateful to you. And I'm so proud of you because you manifested it. And she's here. She's in the comments. You manifested the win. There's always going to be a reason not to. It's always going to be easy not to. You know, today I was cleaning. Like I have hired cleaners at my different locations, but today I was like, I got to organize. I got to do this clean. I just feel like it. You know, and it was like 3 hours deep because, you know, sometimes you just got to get it all out. It's like very therapeutic. And
now connected to Dr. Parks.
Oh, look at our Alexa. And I was like a couple hours deep into it. And I was a little annoyed, you know, like, man, I could be doing something else. And instead, I'm here cleaning. I was very annoyed. So the thing is, I was like, you know, it's easy to be dirty. Taking a picture of the comments, y'all. It's easy to be dirty. It's easy to be lazy. It's easy to be overweight. It's easy not to do anything. It's easy not to have a passport. It's easy. It's easy just to scroll all day. And I was like, dang. Like, it really is. And there have been many moments in my life where I took the easy path. And I'm here to share with you, even if you felt that, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It will pay off. It will pay off because it shows how much you care about yourself, your family, your future, and everything else that's important to you. Okay? So I'm going to end with double roti. So double roti, my friend, are you in Trinidad? And I must share something. I hate doubles. I like roti though. And I was really sad. There's a place here that sells like roti. Oh man. Okay. So double roti will come back. I played Moss. Okay. Double roti. You can bid on anything you want. Doesn't matter. Billy, good practical insight advice as usual. If it has to be, it's up to me to get started and stay committed. Persist until I succeed. That's right. That's what it's about. Shauna, by Mrs. Medical Wigs. Shauna, I would bid on medical, other medical things. Somebody I know earlier asked me about transportation. A lot of the transportation is really moving and things like that. That's why I didn't really answer it. It's not that I'm ignoring you. So we'll see if double roti comes back. If not, if you are interested in booking a call with my team, I'll send you that link. Find contracts faster.com. So you can book a call. You can book a call. Okay? So you can book a call. I also have free things for you. Also, I'm going to have another free, like a free class, or we're going to have something. So I don't really have all of the details clearly, but I will very soon. And I want to thank you all for all that you do for yourself. Okay. Oh, I done ran off double roti. He or she was like, she said she don't like doubles. She was out. Nice channel. Very informative. Thank you, Kerwin. Okay. So like, subscribe, hit the notification. More and more is coming. What's important, I can't emphasize this enough. Okay, band up, you can book a call and we have coaching for those of you who have won a contract. Book a call with my team, okay? So book a call. And here's what's important is you have to also take time for you and do what's important for you. That's very, very important. Book a call with my team, and that's how you get in contact. It's very, very important. Okay, Angela, that's fine. Angela, come on. There's a course I purchased. I finished 40%. There's a lot of things that we start and we haven't, that we get, maybe we haven't started or we haven't finished. What's important is don't be hard on yourself. We have a lot going on. We can learn, apply, adjust, but you do it at your rate. It's not a race. It's not like, okay, by this stage I have to be here. I do this, and then let me get the whiteboard. Oh, no. You know, Vera Wang started her business in her 40s. The current president is in his 70s. Myron Golden is in his 60s. Grant Cardone is in his mid late 60s. This is not a race. There's a woman I follow on Instagram. I think she's 95 or she's 99. She's so amazing. It's not a race. What's important is that you are at a place where you know you deserve this. That you can ask with all the confidence in the world, hey, I want $15,000 to provide the gravel. Oh, I feel comfortable bidding on this hotel contract for $250,000. You know what? I may sell wigs, but I'm going to bid on this roofing project. That's what's key. Okay, double roti, you're New Jersey. You didn't say anything about Trinidad, but that's okay. That's all right. I got you. That's what's key. So I love and adore each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. I love and adore. Oh, I think it's definitely time to end. I felt it. I saw a little something going on here. Okay, well, that's for another day because y'all ain't ready for you are. Check out Kizzy Parks 2 channel. I'll have more content coming out. You know, when I talk about balance, it's myself too. So, okay. That's why you weren't so offended. Okay. Well, this is it. I feel like having a midnight snack. I really can't. Been tracking my macros and, well, I got no more macros today. Okay. Thank you for saying that, Kizzy. I work 50 plus hours, plus I'm ready to pivot. I love that. And you got to do it on your time. That's what's key. It's like you got to do it on your time. Some people are like, oh, well, I'm married, I have kids. Well, I interviewed Daisy. She's married and she has kids. She does it. But does that mean that's for you? No, not necessarily. What matters is when you are ready. When you're ready. That's what's key, Angela. When you're ready. When you're ready, girl, I'm always here. Okay, I love and adore you. I'm going to just go back to working on a few things. Have an amazing evening. Take care. Everything is possible. Bye, y'all.